Critics worry it won't be enough. But recent economic indicators drawing hope inflation may have peaked at a 40-year high in March. Economists warn it could take some time before inflation turns around. In Washington, Isabel Rosales.
Yeah, and again, gas prices hit an all-time high today. According to AAA, the national average price for a gallon of regular gas now sits at $4.62. That's up from a cent yesterday. In California, that average is even higher, topping out at $6.16 per gallon on average. And those numbers may just keep rising. Some analysts fear we could see average prices above $5 per gallon by the July 4th holiday.
Well, it is one of 2 antiviral pills authorized in the U.S. to help prevent severe illness and death from COVID-19. But researchers now warn people who are taking this Paxlovid may be able to spread COVID without even knowing it. Mandy Gaither has more on the study and what the CDC is now recommending.
Over the past 2 months, filled prescriptions for Paxlovid have climbed to 182,000 a week, according to White House officials.
What we have seen, I think, is a dramatic increase in the use of Paxlovid, about 4-fold increase.
But now researchers have found people who have taken Paxlovid and have a relapse of COVID-19 can still be contagious even if there are no symptoms. The CDC says rebound has been reported to happen 2 to 8 days after initial COVID-19 recovery. There may be a recurrence of symptoms or a new positive viral test after having tested negative. While it's a small preprint study that's not yet been peer-reviewed, the CDC has already issued new guidance. The agency says people who have taken Paxlovid and test positive again or have symptoms return after finishing their pills should restart their isolation period and isolate for 5 full days. After those additional days, isolation can end as long as the person is feeling better and fever has been gone for 24 hours without medication. The CDC also recommends that people wear a mask for 10 days after their symptoms come back. In clinical trials, Paxlovid reduced the odds of COVID-19 hospitalization by almost 90%. For that reason, the CDC says early treatment with this medication is still recommended for those at high risk of severe COVID. But researchers say people should be aware the drug may not completely extinguish the infection. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Yeah, and new COVID-19 cases are 5 times higher than last Memorial Day, with the U.S. reporting an average of almost 107,000 cases a day. And experts believe that true case counts might be much higher, with at-home tests being more common. Hospitalizations are only slightly higher now, and daily COVID-19 deaths are much lower than they were at this time last